I had an email about when to use the distributive property with simplifying algebraic expressions. So I wanted to answer that. So I'm back on BitPaper using Castify. So an algebraic expression is considered simplified when it does not have parentheses and all terms have been combined. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that you distribute any of these factors that are outside the parentheses. Remember, this 6 means we have 6 copies of this quantity of x plus 7. So if we use the distributive property, that means we have 6 x's plus 6 sevens, so 6 times 7 is 42. Now, we do not have a factor outside this quantity, so that means we only have one copy of x plus 3. So I'm going to rewrite that without the parentheses since we only have one copy of this, just like this. So now we have 4 terms in this algebraic expression, also known as a polynomial, so we need to combine our like terms. So remember, let me go get a different color. Oops, where'd it go? There we go. Let's use green. So we are going to combine our like terms. I have 6x over here, and I have 1x here. Remember, there's that invisible coefficient of 1 that I combine. So 6x plus 1x gives me 7x. Then I have, let me get a different color. Let's do this pretty blue. So I also have 2 constants. I have 42 and 3. So if I combine those, I get 45. And that is a positive, so I'm going to write this as 7x plus 45. Now, that is simplified because I cannot add my 7x's with my constant of 45 because they're not like terms. So as simple as I can get this is down to 2 terms, 7x plus 45. Now, over on F on page 397, I only have one copy of 12x plus 19, so I'm just going to write that without the parentheses. And then notice this factor of 2, which means I have 2 copies of this x minus 10. So I need to use the distributive property. So I'm going to bring that plus down. 2 times x is 2x. Bring down my subtraction. 2 times 10, since I have 2 copies of 10, is 20. So I now have 2x plus 19 plus 2x minus 20. Now the next thing I need to do in order to combine like terms is I've got to change any subtraction into adding its opposite. So I'm going to change addition to negative. So now I can rearrange my terms. I can change the order in order to combine. So I have 12 x's plus 2 more x's over here, and that leaves me with 14x. And I have 19 and negative 20. So 19 plus negative 20, I'm adding with different signs, so I need to find the difference. So I'm going to subtract. 20 minus 19 is 1. And it's going to be a negative because this negative 20 has the greater absolute value. So I have 14x plus negative 1, or I can rewrite that as 14x x. There we go. That's kind of sloppy, but you guys get what I'm saying, hopefully. Minus 1. So again, I cannot combine these anymore because they're not like terms. So once again, I can get that down to two terms, 4x minus 1 or 4x plus a negative 1. So make sure you have an eye out for these factors that are outside the parentheses. You have to use the distributive property first before you attempt to combine the like terms. If you don't, you will be wrong. Hope this helps. Keep sending me your questions on email.